Hey guys, Kimmy Babes here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Desire Design Squonky Tank. Let's have a vape, go down below, and see what comes with it. Okay, and here it is, the Desire Design Squonky Tank. This product was sent to me for the purpose of this review by Desire Design. Let's go ahead and open up the box and see what it comes with. Okay, in the box we have the Desire Design Squonky Tank, spare gaskets, O-rings, and a spare coil head. So real quick, we'll go over some specifications. This is made of stainless steel. The drip tip is made of resin. The diameter of it is 24.5 millimeters and the length is 55 millimeters tall. It comes with two coils, a 0.4 ohm mesh coil head, which is what I currently have installed. The mesh coil head is rated 25 to 40 watts, and then it also comes with a spare 0.8 ohm ceramic coil head, which is rated 10 to 16 watts. So I have already been using this Squonky tank for quite some time. I currently have the 0.4 ohm mesh coil installed. It has dual slotted airflow, so whatever you do to one side, it will do to the other. The airflow ring is on a stopper. The tank itself has an inner glass housing surrounded by metal. I haven't found any way to be able to take that further apart. So if you were to break this glass here on this housing, unfortunately it would render the tank useless. So the reason this is called the Squonky tank is because it has a non-adjustable, non-removable 510 squonk pin here at the bottom, which is completely insulated. Turning it over here, you have a top fill section, which the cap just spins to open, like so, and you can fill it from the top, or with the squonk pin you can squeeze your squonk bottle and fill the tank that way. It is a 510 drip tip. To install the coil, you'll remove the bottom base here. And there you can see the bottom base, which does hold e-liquid. E-liquid comes up through that center squonk and fills this reservoir. And as you can see, there is a hole in the bottom gasket and a hole in the top area. And that is where the e-liquid travels up through the bottom base into that top reservoir tank. Here is the coil head. So the coil head just sits in there and is held tight by O-rings. So here is that mesh-like coil head. And then to seat it down, you'll just press it in. So once you've installed your coil, you have two ways of filling this. You can either open this top cap simply by unscrewing it, and that opens a fill slot here at the top. And then you can go ahead and close that, or you can fill it by putting this on a squonk mod and pressing the squonk bottle, and I'll show you that now. So here's what the Squonky tank looks like screwed onto a squonk mod. Everything sits flush, no problem. So to squonk the tank and fill the tank with e-liquid, you first have to open the top reservoir, and that's going to allow the air to escape, and then you're just going to go ahead and press on your squonk bottle. Now, unlike regularly squonking a dripper, you're going to need to hold this squonk bottle and you'll watch the e-liquid fill up in the window there. So we'll keep holding it until our tank fills or until our squonk bottle empties, and then we can release and close that top fill port, and now we have e-liquid in the tank. So that is the Desire Design Squonky tank. Let's go back up top, have a vape, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions. Alright, that was an up and close look at the Desire Design Squonky tank. So what are my thoughts? Well, let's go over the pros first. Pros, fit and finish. Everything as far as machining wise, everything looks good with it. The stainless steel is really nice looking. It's quite shiny, so I will say the stainless steel version is a fingerprint magnet. They do also offer this in black if you're more into black than you are stainless steel, but those are the only two color options that I saw on their website. I do like the 510 drip tip. I will say this is more of a restricted direct lung and mouth to lung setup. It's not a high wattage at all. I currently have the mesh coil installed, which is rated 20 to 40 watts, I believe. And I will say if you push it above that 40 watts, you'll start to get dry hits quite frequently. But as long as I stay in that 25 to 40 watt range, right now I'm vaping it at 35 watts and it keeps up really well. I do get good flavor off of the coil heads. I will say I don't get a ton of vapor production, but again, this is a very restrictive mouth to lung vape when it's wide open, and the airflow is a bit on the louder side, and I'll go ahead and let you listen. That's with the airflow wide open. Go ahead and cut it down to halfway. So it is quieter as you restrict the airflow, but when you restrict that airflow, then I feel like I'm not getting enough air to that mesh coil, so I like to leave it wide open. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it down to 30 watts because that second hit tasted a little bit of dry, and that's been a frequent problem that I've been having with that tank, is dry hits. Because of the way that the coil is set up there, and I'm not sure if it's the way the pressure works inside, because it's a squonking atomizer tank, I can fill this tank and I can put it on a regular mod and it does not leak. No e-liquid comes out of the 510 pin. So I don't know if it has to do with the way that the tank is pressurized, that it's very easy to get a dry hit, or if it's the e-liquid I'm using, because I am using an 80 VG20 PG blend e-liquid in this tank. I'm actually using Hazy Custard by Adore e-liquid. The flavor, like I said, is really good. I vaped the ton out of Hazy Custard. I know exactly what it tastes like, and it does taste authentic through the coil here that I'm using. I just find that I get a lot of dry hits, and I'm not sure if it's because of the way that tank is set up for squonking, or if it's the coil head. The capacity on the tank is only 2 mLs, but it is a squonking atomizer. So you basically have that 2 ml capacity plus whatever is in your squonk bottle if you choose to use it in squonk mode. Now, if you're buying this atomizer without buying it for the purpose of squonking, I really don't see the point in it. It's only a 2 ml capacity, and those of us that don't have to follow TPD guidelines, the 2 ml capacity is quite low compared to a lot of SubOhm tanks out there on the market. Speaking of SubOhm, this one is a low wattage SubOhm tank. So for you high wattage vapors out there, you're not going to like this. You really can't get a super hot vape off of this, because if you do the coils, you're going to get burnt hits and it's not going to perform well. So definitely for those low wattage vapors out there, I do find that pairing this with my Desire Design Rage Squonk mod, this setup will last me the entire day because it is low wattage. I don't go through a lot of e-liquid. One full squonk bottle and one full tank will get me through the entire day, and because it's low wattage, the batteries last me the entire day as well. So it's a nice setup for a restricted direct lung or a mouth to lung. They also include the ceramic mouth to lung coil, which is only rated like 10 to 15 watts, and it is a very, very tight mouth to lung coil, which I have not tried that yet. I did take the coil out and look at it, and I can tell by the opening in the coil that it's going to be a really, really restricted vape on it. So as far as the squonking mechanism on it, it works. Like, I can easily fill my tank by opening the top just like so, and then pushing on my squonk bottle and filling the tank. Now, whether that has a use, I'm not sure. I'll leave that up for you guys to decide. Please let me know in the comments. Do you think a SubOhm tank with pre-built coil heads that squonks is something that the market needed? Or do you think that this is like a novelty piece? Because I'm really undecided on whether or not there are even people out there that use SubOhm tanks with pre-built coil heads that want to squonk. I've always thought of people that use SubOhm tanks with pre-built coil heads being on the more simple side of vaping and not really wanting to squonk or anything like that. So let me know down in the comments what you think. That's my review on the Desire Design Squonky tank. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're not already, click that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to hit the little notification bell icon. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, you guys. Bye-bye.